Got a red and white Cherokee approaching Fisk, rocker wings, Cherokee. Good rock, Cherokee, thanks, I see it. Got a red and white Cherokee approaching the big field down on rocker wings. Good rock, Cherokee, thank you. Orange dot, clear to land.
Orange dot, clear to land, holy crap. Hey everybody, I am Bill and welcome to X-Plane 11. And if you can't tell by the upload date of this video and by my super long hair, that we are on lockdown. And as a result, a lot of events around the world have been canceled. Most events around the world have been canceled, including, unfortunately, AirVenture at Oshkosh. So the online aviation community, flight sim community, has come to the rescue, and this is the virtual AirVenture at Oshkosh on PilotEdge. So we're logged into PilotEdge network in X-Plane 11, and you can see here we've got a handful of testers here on this test run of the event, taxiing to the runway. We are at, I'm going to butcher these names, Fond du Lac. Fond du Lac. You're going to hear a couple of words a lot. One is going to be NOTAM, but this is the Fisk Arrival into Oshkosh, and I've got it up here on ForeFlight, but all this information is available on the NOTAM that will be provided for the event. And so yeah, just transferring it into ForeFlight will help kind of en route, make sure I'm at least heading in somewhat the correct directions.
Morning, White Cessna, south side. Thanks for stopping Fond du Lac runway 27, line up away.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of edit through some of the coordination that we're doing, because this is actually a test.
White Cessna, have a great morning and clear for takeoff.
But we're going to depart here from Fond du Lac and head out to Green Lake to enter the hold. This is awesome. This is so cool. Oh my god. This is the second actual test that we've done, but a lot of improvements have been made to the scenery and the CSLs. We've got a bunch of new CSLs for PilotEdge, along with different liveries, different colors and everything. So this is going to be so cool.
That's clear for takeoff. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping by.
The NOTAM is very long.
North side, line up away.
I have not read it as thoroughly as probably I should have, but that will be a good indication that although it is a long 31-page NOTAM, it's not a difficult thing to review. It's pretty straightforward.
Now, clear for takeoff.
Lots of big pictures. So it's not as daunting as it sounds when you hear 31-page NOTAM. So if you hear pages of the NOTAM referenced over the radios here, don't be intimidated by that. Like I said, I did not go super in depth because I didn't want to make this look like you have to be hyper prepared in order to pull this off. You do need to be prepared, but it's nothing that the average PilotEdge subscriber can't handle. It's no worse than like a LAX Bravo transition.
Cherokee's cleared for takeoff. We'll see you. Thanks for coming by. Cherokee south side, morning line up away.
So that's me. Alright, we still have to remember that we're flying an airplane, so we're gonna go
approaching runway 18,
cleared for takeoff. Now we'll see ya.
Run at action. Not
Cessna south side, good morning, line up away.
We'll get altitude reporting on. There we go. Whoa, everything's green. Airspeed is alive. Rotation. You gotta remember sight tick panel does not work.
For takeoff. Have a great flight.
The
We'll see ya.
gear on this. So I'm gonna
Sporty low wing on the south side. Go ahead and take the runway.
manually pump those guys up. And also make sure that I'm not super loud. So we're basically straight out, and we are going to 3,000 feet.
And low wing on the runway now. Offset your departure 20 degrees right on runway 27. Clear for takeoff. We'll see ya.
Per the NOTAM, we're all supposed to be on standard.
Cherokee on the south
Traffic.
side. Minus the weight.
Traffic,
guy
5
looks like
o'clock,
he might be
half mile,
paused.
400 feet below.
Or just really slow.
And Cherokee clear for
Traffic,
takeoff. Thanks for
12
stopping by.
o'clock,
See ya.
half mile, 100 feet above.
No, you're just really slow. Got him in sight.
Traffic, 12 o'clock, 1 mile, same altitude. Traffic, 1
There's
o'clock, half
2,000.
mile, same altitude.
We're gonna have traffic alerts from ForeFlight just the whole time. We have to mute her. Okay, so we're climbing up to 3,000, and then we're gonna be monitoring the CTAF for Green Lake, which I'm gonna flip over to right now. And we should start hearing guys reporting. I'm gonna switch it on to autopilot as well once we're
Traffic, 1 o'clock,
kind of
half mile, 200 feet
in
below.
cruise, whatever that means for this flight. It'll just be a little bit easier to maintain altitude. That's one thing about flying in the sim is it's much harder than in the real world to maintain an altitude and a heading by hand, depending on what your sim setup is. I have a we'll call it very modest setup. HOTAS wise and control wise, so it's not the best, but it gets the job done. And as long as I've got a decent enough and easy enough to use autopilot, it's fine. So there's our altitude hold. We'll get the
Traffic,
prop
2
coming back.
o'clock,
We don't
half mile,
necessarily want to get
200 feet below.
too fast because we do have a lot of 172s. I think there's like a 150.
Traffic, 5 o'clock, 2 miles, 700 feet below.
Zoom in here and see. All right, so we got one guy right below our wing right there. It's not showing up on the 750, but I got it on ForeFlight. You can see the trail that we have here. If I pull up ForeFlight, you can see all the planes coming in. This is hilarious. This is too fun. It's literally giving me
Orange Cessna 3,000 feet.
It's literally giving me chills.
10 miles
man.
from
This is too
Ripon.
cool.
From the east and 10 to the left, hold around Green Lake. Ripon.
So I am going a little bit faster, I believe, than the group. So I might be passing a few guys, which isn't necessarily a good thing. So there's some CTAF call-outs that we're going to need to make here.
Traffic, Orange Chicago 3,500, 7 miles east of Ripon, entering the left-hand holdover Green Lake.
Okay, so we have Ripon here, and we're 10 miles east of Ripon right now. And those check-in calls are going to be coming very, very fast here. We obviously all took off at the same time, so we're going to be bunched up quite a bit coming into this hold at Green Lake. So there's going to be some, depending on how the real event goes, there will probably be a bit of unnatural congestion, and that's kind of what we're seeing right now, which is for this test a great way of stressing the system and seeing how the controllers and the pilots can manage with 15 planes entering the hold at Green Lake all at the same time. It's you know, it's crazy in the real world. I can imagine, but you know, there's things that sim flying challenges, I should say, that sim flying present that the real world pilots don't have to contend with. Field of view is one thing, you know, so the situational awareness
Traffic orange Cessna
in a
east of
you know, in the sim plane is not as good as it is in the real plane, as well as visibility. So some of these planes we're probably not going to see until we're right on top of, and I might be having to go information Zulu on the weather here. Let's actually do that. I'm gonna go information Zulu. Just here we go. We'll do Cirrus and enter 2. Let's go.
Ripon traffic, Pink Panther, 4 miles southeast, over 5,
Traffic.
300 feet, Green Lake, Ripon.
All right. So altimeter. We'll come back here. All right. Yeah, I think I didn't have that set up right. I had it on real world weather. It looked nice, and I didn't even think about it. That's what we were per the NOTAM. So, okay, that makes sense, which is why we're doing this as a test. So, have the altimeter in the simulator on 2992.
Traffic, 3 o'clock.
Not just
half
your
mile, same altitude.
altimeter. Because for all the different barometric pressures, that reading is going to be different. Okay, sweet.
The traffic, Red Warrior is 4 miles to the southeast of Ripon. We're entering the hold over Green Lake at 3,000 feet.
Ripon traffic, white and red Cherokee, 6 miles to the east, entering a left hold around Green Lake, Ripon. Got some
Ripon traffic, Pink Panther, 2 miles southeast Ripon for the hold over Green Lake at 2300.
Ripon traffic,
So
Rob
that
Skyhawk,
is-
2 miles east of Ripon.
We recognize that
Over
voice.
Green
Ty
Lake,
is just
Ripon traffic.
ahead of us. This should be Ripon right here, the town. You can see the water tank there and the little town. So we're just about to enter over Ripon. Once we hit Ripon, we're going to descend to 1,800 feet and slow down to 90 knots. And that is per the NOTAM. Keep our eyes peeled for our little blinky light friends here. Need some traffic. Again, this is where you know, the real world is a little bit easier to spot this traffic. Look at the scenery. This is so cool. We've got the silos right there. The train track should be somewhere over here. We'll pick that. We'll pick up the train tracks, obviously, outbound from the hold, which is around Green Lake, which is right there. So once we cross Ripon, we will start descending to 1800 and slowing down to 90 knots. And we're going to be I'm going to hold off on that descent until we're kind of a little bit comfortably over or clear of Ripon, because we're going to be having planes crossing underneath us at 1800. So I don't want to start descending into those guys. You know, in case somebody is coming outbound of that hold over Ripon at 1800.
3,500 to 1,800 Ripon.
So there's over Ripon right now, and again, people are going to be following the south end of this lake. So once we're clear of that, I'm going to start my descent.
Ripon traffic, red and white Skyhawk, 5 miles east of Green Lake, 3000 will be entering the hold over Ripon. Green Lake.
Ripon traffic, white and red Cherokee, 3000 over Ripon, descending 1800 Ripon. So we're gonna pull the power back.
Ripon traffic, Red Warrior over Ripon, descending down to 1,800 feet, entering the hold. Ripon traffic.
We'll get us nice
Ripon
descent
traffic,
here.
Cherokee 1 Mike Alpha over Ripon 3000, descending to enter the hold over Green Lake, Ripon.
Ripon traffic, orange Cessna 3000, just entering Mid-Lake North, starting my descent 1,800, slowing down to 80.
Traffic, 5 o'clock, 2 miles, same altitude.
All right, so we got a guy ahead of us there.
199.
So we're going way fast right now,
Traffic,
but we'll
6
start
o'clock,
pulling
half
back the power a
mile,
little
100
bit more.
feet below.
Descend a little bit faster. So we're going for 1800. You can see all the blinking lights are starting to come in. Okay, so there's 23 for 18. Still slowing down a little bit. There's 100. 2000 for 18. 19 for 18.
Ripon traffic, Pink Panther at Green Lake North.
And there we go.
Or sorry, Mid Lake North, 2300. Ripon, Green Lake.
Okay. Alright, let's keep it. Try not to get too slow here, but we want to be mindful of the planes behind us as well, and not try to eat up the guys in front. So that 90 knots is important.
Ripon traffic, Orange Chicago, Mid Lake North over at 1800, reducing the speed to 90 knots now, Ripon.
Okay, so per the NOTAM, we're coming up to JNL, which is not on the NOTAM for the call out, but we do have Mid Lake North.
Green Lake traffic, Fond Skyhawk over Mid Lake North, Green Lake.
Okay, so that guy is right in front of us. Gotta see a few blinky guys out there. Holding pretty close to 90
traffic,
here.
Red Warrior, Mid Lake North, Green Lake.
Traffic, 6 o'clock, 1
leave
mile,
all my lights
100
on
feet
here.
below.
Whoa.
Ripon traffic, red and white, Cherokee, crossing over Ripon, 3,000 feet, Ripon
That
traffic.
guy.
Ripon traffic, Cherokee 1 Mike Alpha, Mid Lake North, Ripon.
All right. This is so far going very smoothly. Like always afraid to say that, regardless of what what I'm doing, because that always is a recipe for stuff to fall apart. All right, we're approaching Mid Lake North here, so let's make
Green
that
Lake
fun.
traffic, Cessna 152, Mid Lake North, Green Lake.
Ripon traffic, red and white Cessna is just about 2 miles west of Ripon, starting our descent under the hold at Green Lake traffic.
Ripon traffic, white and red Cherokee, Mid Lake North, 1800, Ripon.
Green Lake traffic, Pink Panther at southwest corner.
We're Green Lake traffic, that's right.
Green Lake traffic, Orange Chicago, 1800 feet, now entering the southwest corner of the lake, Green Lake.
Alright, Green Lake traffic, my bad. Look at the NOTAM. It clearly says Green Lake traffic in the NOTAM. Well, obviously, I would love to get your feedback if you have done the Fisk Arrival into Oshkosh. So if you are watching this and you've done this arrival, let me know how this looks and feels compared to what you experienced. I've never done it. I've seen a handful of videos, and it looks like fantastic fun. But obviously, having never done it, you don't know for sure. What
Green Lake Pink Panther at Ripon, 2300.
what procedures we're kind of removing or adding as a result of this being a flight simulator. But it feels like the videos. It feels like it's pretty real. So, all right, we got that guy off of our 11 o'clock Cessna. So we'll hear high wing, rock your wings. He's got looks like one of the default X-plane liveries on there. All right, so per the NOTAM, we've got southwest corner. Southwest
Traffic,
corner
my Cherokee's
is the next call.
west corner of the lake,
descended through 2,000 feet, Ripon traffic.
Now it is important in this situation to follow those NOTAM reporting points because we have a lot of pilots on the same frequency, and if you start adding your own reporting points, it's going to add unnecessary congestion to the frequencies, or to the frequency, and right now we need everything to be as short and concise as possible. Because there's, you know, a dozen or two planes just in this little couple mile, you know, couple square mile airspace. How many do we have? We have a lot. I don't know what the actual number is at the moment, but it is a lot of planes. Here's a quick little shot of what the traffic is looking like right now. Around the lake.
Brown Skyhawk over southwest corner, Green Lake.
Okay, so that's the guy.
Traffic, Cessna 12, southwest corner, Green Lake.
We got a couple guys. All right, making the
Green
turn.
Lake traffic, Orange Skyhawk, 3 ponds, 1800, proceeding eastbound, Green Lake.
Green Lake traffic, white and red Cherokee, southwest corner, Green Lake.
Green Lake traffic, orange Cessna 1800, southwest corner, Green Lake.
So that's 4 or 5 planes making
Green Lake
that
traffic, red
southwest corner.
Warrior, southwest corner, Green Lake.
More.
Green Lake traffic, orange Cessna, mid-lake north, 1800. Green Lake traffic.
Okay. So now we've got 3 ponds is next. And I think we're the second or third in line for this right here. So it sounds like there's a lot of planes, but the way that we've kind of slot in here, that guy is the only one in front of us. So I'm gonna pull that back a little bit, not eat up that spacing. I think I was inching a little bit more towards 100 knots.
Green Lake traffic, Cherokee 1 Mike Alpha, southwest corner, Green Lake.
Okay, we're coming up to 3 ponds right here. So that guy should be making that call pretty soon. And as soon as he does, we will.
Green Lake traffic, Cessna 12, 3 ponds, northbound, Green Lake.
Okay, so there's his call. Now we'll make our call. Green Lake traffic, white and red Cherokee, 3 ponds, 1800, Green Lake. Okay, and now the fun really starts.
Green Lake traffic, red Warrior, 3 ponds, 1800, Green Lake.
I'm gonna get Fisk approach 20.7. Now
Green Lake traffic,
you can monitor this in COM 2, but COM 2 really doesn't work great in X-Plane, so put that on monitor right there and just see if I can hear anybody. It's doubtful I will be able to.
Green Lake traffic, orange Cessna over 3 ponds, 1800, green.
Alright, so we're gonna have to probably do some spacing action here. The group behind me right now is pretty dense. So, okay, I'm starting to get nervous here. Starting to get nervous. This is so fun. This is, there's 15 planes behind me. Airplane wondering why we're going so slow.
1800. Green Lake traffic, Cherokee 1 Mike Alpha, 3 ponds, 1800, Green Lake.
Okay, so this guy, we're a little bit less than half a mile, obviously, from this guy, but we're following him into Ripon, and we got Ripon in sight right in front of us. It's hard to keep this thing flying at 90 knots. My throttle positioning is making it a little bit
Traffic,
difficult.
5 o'clock, 2 miles, same altitude.
All exterior lights are on. I'm gonna get a notch of flaps in here and see if I can slow this thing down a little bit more. Let this guy gain a little distance here. Okay, so we got transponder set to alt,
red and white Skyhawk over the 3 Green Lake.
Ripon traffic, orange Skyhawk, 1800 feet, approaching Ripon, 1 mile to the west, opposite of Fisk, 1800, and changing frequency.
Okay, so we're number 3 to that guy. That's way too slow. Speed it up a little bit more. All right, once we're over
Green Lake traffic, orange Cessna 5
Ripon,
miles
we need to
from Ripon
sequence.
inbound to Ripon, last call, green.
Okay.
Green Lake traffic, red and white Cessna over 3 lakes, 1,800 feet at Ripon. Or, correction, headed towards Ripon, Green Lake. Green Lake traffic, Red Warrior, 5 miles southwest of Ripon, heading inbound to Ripon at 1,800 feet.
Green Lake traffic, white and red Cherokee approaching Ripon, 2 miles to the west, last call, Green Lake. Okay, so let's go over to Fisk approach here.
And I have a low wing, blue and white low wing, just approaching a ½ mile side of Fisk. Rock your wings for me. I see that rock. Welcome to Oshkosh. Make a right turn there onto the Fisk Avenue transition for me. Right turn onto Fisk Avenue transition, head for the 3-6s, and just stay with me for the moment. I'll switch you over shortly.
Okay, so there's Fisk Avenue transition, then we're going to go railroad track transition. Okay, so those are the 2 options. We need to keep keep our eyes out for that turnout over Fisk. So that's awesome. All right. Looks like we got a nice little gap here, so we can bump it back up to 90 and maintain that spacing. So we're now over Ripon, and we're going to be entering the train tracks at the silos. So there's the silos, and then you can see, oh, and conveniently, there's a nice train. So we'll be able to make that transition very easy. Oh, that worked out nicely. Got to keep taking screenshots of the PilotEdge map with all the tracks. It looks hilarious. Okay, so there's the silos and the train tracks, and we're following that up to Fisk, and then we'll be kind of split off from there, based on what arrival they want us to actually be on. So, quick little spot at 4 Flight. Everyone's coming off of the Green Lake hold. Right over Ripon, and there are the silos and the train track, which will follow all the way to Oshkosh. I love how the controller said "Welcome to Oshkosh." That sounded awesome. Okay. Yeah, my speed, like the little indent on my throttle is like just below where I want it to be to hold 90 knots. So I'm either like decelerating or accelerating. But we're gonna make it work. This is probably not the plane that I would ideally be flying. This is 172 action right here, but I do love a low wing. This is the one of the planes that I fly in the real world. It's an Archer, not an Arrow in real life, but this livery is unbelievable. Look, the plane is in a little bit of rough shape, and my buddy Finbar added some extra dirt to the livery. It's so funny. But yeah, we've got a pretty good cross-section of planes coming into Oshkosh here. Panthera, a bunch of 172s, a bunch of Cherokees. So a good cross-section of planes to make use of the new CSLs available for this event.
Traffic.
Traffic. Thank you, Garmin. So that's pretty cool. And I think we're okay. I think we've got at least a ½ mile, so I can kind of bump up the speed here a little bit. I've probably got a little conga line happening behind me. See all the lights going on there. Oh, yeah, and that guy right there. So, keep the 90 knots here. Towards that. So we are in straight up Congo line here. Following the train tracks. You can actually see the train tracks on the 750 as well. So that makes
Traffic. 6
makes
o'clock.
it easy. We got visual, obviously. We got 750. I've got for flight. There should be no excuses where we're going here. We're pretty close to Fisk now. I think we're number.
Once again, if you're joining us
number
over
3
Ripon on your way inbound to Fisk. Welcome. It's a beautiful day here in Oshkosh. Need you right over the railroad tracks, please. No less than a half a mile between you and the aircraft in front of you. Nose to tail, no overtaking, no side by side. Either 2,300 feet and 135 knots or 1,800 feet and 90 knots. Gear down, lights on. You're either going to get the Fisk Avenue transition for the 3/6s today, in which case you'll make a right turn at Fisk, go due eastbound right over the Fisk Avenue transition, right over Fisk Avenue, heading for the 3/6s. Tower Q will be 126.6. Or if I give you runway 27, it will be right over Fisk and then continue right over the railroad tracks up to the gravel pit, then enter a right downwind for runway 27. And the tower for you will be 118.5. And we will talk to you once you get closer to Fisk.
Boy, that was sexy. Make sure we're doing 90 knots, guys.
118.5. And what was the other one? 26.
Green Lake traffic, wavy Cessna, northbound over 3 ponds.
I've got an orange high wing. Looks like an orange Cessna approaching Fisk. Rock your wings. I see that, Rock. Thanks, Orange Cessna. You're going to proceed right over Fisk. Stay over the railroad tracks, runway 27. Right downwind for runway 27.
Traffic,
Stay over the railroad tracks,
6
go to the gravel
o'clock,
pit,
2
enter right down
miles,
runway 27.
same altitude.
And in just a second, I'll switch you over to the tower. Welcome to Oshkosh.
Alright. We should be coming up to where the controller is. You can see him. He's going to be loaded up in a 172.
Looks like we've got another high wing. Looks like another white Cessna. About, maybe a mile and a half outside of Fisk. Rock your wings.
There he goes.
Awesome, Rock. Thanks. Appreciate that, Rock.
That's so cool.
Continue over Fisk for runway 27. Just stay right over the railroad tracks till you hit the gravel pit, then make a right downwind for runway 27. I'll switch you over to tower shortly. Orange Cessna right over Fisk. You can monitor tower now 118.5. Enjoy the show.
Okay, so 27. I think we'll probably be good. Probably get 27 here. All right, so we got gear down, lights on. We're on the right frequency, coming up to Fisk here. See if we can spot where the controller is. Should be somewhere off, just off here. Oh, there! I just saw the beacon.
And if you're just joining us over Ripon, welcome. It's a beautiful day here in Oshkosh. Need you right over the railway tracks, please. At 2,300 feet, 135 knots, or 1,800 feet and 90 knots. With your gear down, lights on. No less than a half mile trail of the aircraft in front of you. No side-by-side, no overtaking. You're either going to get the Fisk Avenue transition for the 3/6s today, or stay over the railroad tracks, head to the gravel
6
pit for a right
o'clock,
downwind
2 miles,
127.
same
I'll say which one I
altitude.
want you to go to as you approach Fisk. White Cessna right over Fisk now. You come monitor tower 118.5. Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. Okay. Got the modem up for this transition. We're ready for either. We got railroad tracks, so we got Fisk Avenue. We're gonna be rocking our wings here soon.
And I did not see the rock. Just one more time, please, on the rock for the red and white low wing. There you go. I see that rock. You're going to continue up for runway 27. Continue right over the railroad tracks. Right behind him at a high wing. That high wing looks like a brown and white high wing. Rock your wings.
This is so great.
Brown and white high wing. Thanks. Appreciate that, Rock. Make a right turn. Right turn. Head due east.
Oh, that was so cool.
Avenue. You're going to head for the.
Yeah, I didn't hear him the first time, but we got him. We got him there. You can see him. Controller is right down there. So he's actually looking at us live.
Brown and white. Brown and white high wing.
All right, so we're 27. and that means that we're on 18.5 is our frequency. 18.5. That is the 271. Yep. Okay, railroad tracks, and then the gravel pit, and we'll be inside the gravel pit on the downwind.
Yep, I see that rock orange Cessna continue over the railroad tracks runway 27 and right down once you reach the gravel pit and tower 118.5. I have a red and white Piper.
Alright. So we're on tower. You can see there's 27 right there. Gravel pit is right there. Stay inside the gravel pit.
Inbound from Fisk, welcome to Oshkosh. Directly on the railroad tracks, please. 1,800 feet, single file, 90 knots. Don't overtake aircraft in front of you. Keep that all the way to the gravel pit. Make that right turn to start the right down from runway 27. We'll pick you up on the downwind. Listen up.
This is so awesome. This is unbelievable. I gotta actually landed on the dot. This plane is can be pretty tricky. It falls out of the sky. So I hope I don't set off an ELT on this. The Just Flight Arrow is
Skyhawk approaching midfield,
fantastic, but if you don't fly it all the time, you can get rusty on the landings. This is good. This is so cool. Rock your wings. Oh my god. See the guy. Oh, yep. I think I see the lights in front of me. Yep. It's kind of what I was saying about some difficulties with the sim. You know, the draw distance will be very you'd be able to spot that guy clear as day, but right now it's just drawn in as the lights, makes it a little bit tougher. So then there's our runway. So we're going to be entering a right downwind for 27. I don't see anybody landing. Look at all the planes. Oh my god, look at all the
white high wing approaching midfield. Rock your wings, white high wing. Thanks, good rock, white high wing, and you can continue for the orange dot, clear to land.
Orange dot, oh my god, this is insane.
Aircraft inbound from Fisk. Hello. Keep you right over the railroad tracks, please. 1,800 feet, 90 knots. Get you directly over the tracks with no overtaking the aircraft in front of you. Keep that all the way to the gravel pit. When you hit the pit, you'll start a right turn to join the right down for runway 27. We'll pick you up on the downwind.
There is the gravel pit. We have our gear down, so that's good. We got all of our lights on. Fuel pump is on. Fullest tank. There's downwind.
Orange Skyhawk, nice to that. Right turn off from the grass, please. Angle off to the right. Follow the flagman.
Alright, so there we've got orange, green, white, dot. Probably not going to get the white dot.
Aircraft inbound from Fisk. Directly on the railroad tracks, please. No side-by-sides. Need you nose to tail the aircraft in front of you, half a mile, 90 knots. You don't overtake anybody. Keep that all the way to the gravel pit. At the pit, you'll make a right turn to join the right down for runway 27, and we'll pick you up on the downwind. Got a red and white Cherokee approaching the midfield down, rock your wing. Good rock, Cherokee. Thank you. Orange dot, clear to land.
Orange dot, clear to land. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay. Still have to fly the airplane. There's the orange dot. Alright, so we're at beam the orange dot right now. We got the other guy on short final. I just saw him underneath the wing. So pulling the power back, we'll get...
Orange Skyhawk approaching midfield, rock your wings. On the midfield down, thank you.
Yep,
good
so
rock,
he's
Skyhawk.
down.
And you're going to put it down on the numbers, runway 27. On the numbers, clear to land, square the base to final,
Traffic,
please.
2 o'clock, 2 miles, 800 feet below.
Trim.
We've got a red and white Cherokee on the midfield down, rock your wings. I see the rock, thanks Cherokee. Start pulling the speed back. I got a Cessna ahead that you're slightly overtaking, and you're going to square the base to final and plan to put it down on the numbers, and you're clear to land.
Gotta plan the power settings perfectly, because this plane does not like landing without
got another
power in it.
red and white Cherokee on the midfield downwind now, rock your wings. Thank you. Good rock. I see it. Following another Cherokee that's on the right base.
Orange dot. Hold off.
Cherokee that I just talked to.
Oh.
Approaching a beam now that I just talked to. You just rocked your wings. Keep it all the way.
Oh my God. Acceptable. I will take acceptable
right base
with these
land on the green
conditions. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn off before the green dot just in case someone's landing on that.
Red and white Cherokee, nicely done. Yep, right turn there and over to follow the flagman. Welcome to Oshkosh.
Awesome. All right, follow the flagman. Here we go. Thank you, flag guy. Thank you, sir.
I've got
Hello.
a red and white Cessna approaching midfield. I'm sorry, approaching beam the numbers. Rock your wings.
All right, we're gonna
Good rock,
taxi here
Cessna,
on the
all
grass.
the way
This
to the
is
shoreline.
freaking crazy. We just landed at Oshkosh. Oh my God. Oh, that was way too fun. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, I mean, I've got like chills. That was so cool. Like, you're not talking to anybody, but it sounds and feels like everything you've seen about Oshkosh. You know, the wing rocks, the green, green, orange, white dot at the numbers.
And the Cherokee on the go.
Good job, Cherokee. Like, just the whole vibe feels like you're at Oshkosh. I've never been. I've only watched videos. The feedback that we've heard from the first test from people that have been, they said that it was perfect. So just going based off of their feedback.
Cherokee on the go around, very good. Keep the right turn going, and you'll be number 1 this time. You're clear to land on the orange dot.
Oh, so we have a go around. I'm not using my best soft field technique here. Oh my God, this is so cool. This is just too cool, you guys. All right, yeah, we're all just the organized
red and white
chaos.
Cherokee there, nicely done. Right turn off into the ground. Follow the flagman. Welcome to Oshkosh.
That just sounds so ridiculous. Yeah, there's like this in the zone stress feeling that you get when you're told which dot to land on, and you all of a sudden you just go into like, okay, I have to land this on a dot. You know, if anyone's got their private pilot's license, probably knows the nervous feeling when it comes to your short field and hitting that distance. And when you think like getting it within 400 feet doesn't sound like it's too difficult, right? Now when you're looking at a dot, like, oh, dude, I was stressed out about 400 feet. We're trying to land on a dot. It's obviously, a large dot, but still a dot. Oh God, this is
aircraft inbound from Fisk.
So ridiculous. Even the taxi, like even.
Did you notice the tail of the aircraft in front of you? Do not overtake. Keep that all the way
Look
to
at all the planes on the
turn to join the right down from
God,
127. We'll pick you up somewhere on the downwind.
This is awesome.
White Cessna on the roll. Thanks a lot for all your help. Right turn, angle off to the right when you can. Follow the
what is that? Holiday Inn. Got the Chili's over there. Unbelievable. PilotEdge does it again. I'm taking this taxi all the way
over Fisk. Welcome to Oshkosh, 1,800 feet, 90 knots over the railroad tracks. Please keep that all the way to the gravel pit. At the pit, you'll make a right turn to join the right down from 27. We'll pick you up somewhere on the downwind and give you a dot aside.
Man, you better have saved up for gas if you're going to Oshkosh, because it's just a lot of holds, a lot of taxiing. All right, what's this guy telling me to do? I think I need to be on the right side of this guy. I may have missed a little bollard there. Okay. Where are our friends hanging out? This is so funny. yeah, we're taxiing on the right side of the flag, guys.
Aircraft inbound over Fisk. Welcome to Oshkosh, directly over the railroad tracks, please 1,800 feet and 90 knots. Don't overtake aircraft in front of you. That's why we need the speed. At this gravel pit, you'll make a right turn to join the right down on runway 27. You'll find that gravel pit just north of the runway 9 numbers. We'll pick you up on the downwind. Listen
so
up,
we're now going to depart. So we're taxiing, and I may need to redo this. There's no ground. You use caution for others. There's no ground control. So landing 27, taxi to takeoff. Exit right, taxi counterclockwise in the grass, keeping the flagman to your left. Taxi down runway 13, and then turn right onto runway 23. Join tower and taxi down to 36 left at Papa 5. Okay, and that is 26.6. So 26.6, we'll switch that over here.
On runway 36 left, 36 left, yellow dot, clear to land.
Okay, and then we're going to, this should kink over here, assuming that I did this right.
Aircraft coming in Fisk Avenue, pages 21 and 22 in the notice today.
I have to.
Landing runway 36 left and 36
I may have to cross
right
over
that
here.
runway assignment for you as you check in. Keep your speed up after landing all the way to the end of the runway. And remember, exiting on the left side, follow the flagman into your designated parking areas. Welcome to Oshkosh. Enjoy the show.
There's a fence right there. All right, so I think I was in like the pull off into the camping
And the Cessna turning
site.
final. Appreciate that. Tighten that up straight to the yellow dot. Keep the speed up all the way to the end if you could, please.
All the warbirds. Oh, that is too cool. Oh my god. That is insane. Okay, so here's the little kink, and I don't know if we're going to be on the taxiway. We might actually be on the taxiway here. Yeah, I think we're on to the taxiway here. This should be closed runway. Yeah, we don't want to go into all the parked warbirds there. God, that is the coolest freaking thing I've ever seen. This is a simulator, and it feels like I'm
landing
here.
on the Fisk Avenue transition. Welcome to Oshkosh. Beautiful day. Altimeter's 2992, and the winds are calm.
Approaching runway 05, 23.
Right. Keep the speed up after
Enter
landing all the
runway
way to the end of the
05,
runway. Turning
23.
left, follow the flagman into your designated parking areas.
I think I
Welcome
do.
to Oshkosh. Enjoy the show. All aircraft departing should be holding short of runway 36 left at Papa 5.
Yep.
As you're holding short of the runway,
turning
we will
here.
get to you as soon as you can. Don't need to call us. We'll call you when we have the space for you. Just keep in mind departures.
All right. Now we're going straight down here. Awesome. Yeah, this is a ton of taxiing, but look at what you get a taxi by. This is too cool. Oh my god, this is just insane. This is just total madness. How cool this is. All right, we've got some traffic. So this is kind of the meat of it. The 2.7, I kind of like the railroad transition into 2.7. That's super fun. The taxi though to depart is pretty crazy. But this is awesome. Like, look at this. Look at this, dude. All the people, all the different types of planes. So we're going just straight all the way down to the left side.
Good morning and welcome to Oshkosh. All aircraft with me landing on the Fisk Avenue transitions. Good morning. It'll be page 2122 in the NOTAMs. Altimeters 29902, wind calm, landing both runways 36 left and 36 right. Upon landing, keep in mind, keep that speed up all the way to the end of the runway on both runways 36 left, 36 right. Speed fast as we can, get you down. You'll be exiting on the left side. Follow the flagman into your designated parking areas. They'll be happy to accommodate you there. Just got to keep that speed up so we can get the next person in line in.
Insane.
Welcome to the show. Have a great day.
This is insane, dude. Oh my god. This is so cool. All the little T6s, it looks like. There's the main. Dude, that's just totally bananas, dude.
Red White Cherokee, holding short at Papa 5. Line up away, please.
Look at this. So we're departing. I don't even know what the plan is for departure. If we're just getting out of here, departing Oshkosh, we're just right.
All aircraft landing
all
at
departures,
Oshkosh
right turn, heading 150 out of below.
Morning. Keep it right over the avenue for us, all the way till you're joining that left base and runway 36 left. Well, runway 36 left to 36 right for you, and keep that speed up all the way to the end. I'll get you out of here, get you in here as soon as we can.
Taxiing is never good. I am extremely distracted.
Red White Cherokee on runway 36 left. It's cleared for takeoff. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Orange Cessna holding short there, runway 36 left. Mooring line up and wait.
Good lord, dude. We're gonna...
All departing aircraft coming out of Oshkosh this morning. Page 23 in the NOTAMs. Make sure you have that.
Log a lot of time on the ground.
That right turn comes as soon as you can, heading 150.
Look at this, I mean, like the cars and just like the whole vibe is just insane. And obviously with the live traffic and the controllers, I mean, like this would be cool as static.
Cleared for takeoff. Have a good day now.
Like just flying in here in your sim would be fun enough and kind of mock mimicking what you're doing. But like, I mean, the balloons, the attendees, the variety of planes on this scenery, the controllers. I mean, like the welcome to Oshkosh, thanks for your patience, good rock, white and red Cessna. You know, it's insane. This is so freaking cool. Look at the fire trucks and everything. We're lining up to depart.
Altimeters 29902. The winds are calm today. And Cessna short of 36 left. Let's go. Got you clear for takeoff. Runway 36 left.
Okay, we are in line now.
Landing traffic needs to hit your assigned runway. Continue. High speed all the way to the end. Exiting left, follow the flagman into your designated area. Pages 21 and 22 on your notice. Departing aircraft, page 23.
Okay, we're right turn 150.
Orange Skyhawk sitting off runway 36 left. Runway 36 left. Cleared for takeoff.
And we are at or above, at or below 1300.
Cherokee, short runway 36 left, hold short of the runway, be back with you in just a moment. All aircraft landing, Oshkosh, welcome to the show. Altimeters 299.
I think Marcus has to
calm, beautiful
take
day
a bathroom
here.
break.
Pages 21, 22 in the NOTAMs. Stay over Fisk Avenue, left base, try the 36 left, 36 right. We'll have that transition for you, and we'll call you out. Make sure that you're following the NOTAMs. High speed all the way to the end, exit left, follow the flagman into your designated parking area. Welcome to the show.
Do section takeoff.
Cherokee, runway 36 left, cleared for takeoff. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your day.
Enjoy your day, Marcus. Okay, the strobe is on, so we got lights, camera, action. Cleared right, cleared left. 150 at or below 1300. Okay, so here we go. 36 left.
It's Cessna short of runway 36 left at Papa 5. Thanks for your patience. Runway 36 left at Papa 5. Line up, go wait. We'll get you out of here momentarily.
Everything's green, airspeed is
All aircraft
live.
departing Oshkosh. Runway 23 is a NOTAM. Make sure you get that right turn of heading 150 outbound at or below 1,300 feet.
Props
Appreciate
coming
you stopping
back.
by, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And red and white sets runway 36 left, cleared for takeoff. Have a great day.
Turn off well before the 27 landing.
Traffic, 5 o'clock, 1 mile, 200 feet below.
Climbed out a little bit too much.
Looks like Cherokee, a Cherokee, red and white Cherokee, 171 Mike Alpha is a call sign, runway 36 left, cleared for takeoff. Page 23 on the NOTAMs, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. All aircraft landing Fisk.
Again, don't be intimidated by page 27 of the NOTAM. They're very large pictures, but it is
following the flagman.
It's not a very
into your
difficult
designated
read.
parking
So.
areas. Again, all the way to the end of the runway. 36 left, be exiting left on Papa 1 on the right side, all the way to the end. You'll join the runway. Follow the flagman to your designated parking areas.
Unbelievable. This is too
Cherokee,
cool.
runway 36 left.
So that is the whole, that's the full procedure right there. That's the Fisk Arrival, railroad transition, and departing 36 left. Like, could not have gone any smoother, and just so much
All aircraft
fun.
departing
It's
the Oshkosh
insane.
area with me on
It really is
126.6
insane.
on departure, exiting the Delta airspace, monitor Fisk approach, and we'll have more instructions for you following.
Alright, so we're monitoring Fisk approach, and remind me what frequency that is. Page what on the NOTAM? Alright, we gotta be...
Red and white Cessna, short of runway 36 left, clear for takeoff. Page 23 on the NOTAMs. Have a great day now. Orange Cessna, runway 36 left,
I
line
totally
away.
forgot what it is. It's like something 95, 2295. Oh no, that is the Green Lake. No, okay, so Fisk is 20.7. 20.7. Okay. Just incredibly good fun. I have not been doing a good job on my altitude. Okay, so we're now established, coming off the lake right now. We just all departed from somewhat separate airports to test coming in from different locations, whereas we all started from Fond du Lac at first. So now I'm coming off Green Lake on the south
All
side.
aircraft inbound from Ripon approaching Fisk. Welcome to Oshkosh. Directly over the railroad tracks, please. Lights on with your gear down. Either 1,800 feet or 2,300 feet, 90 knots or 135 knots respectively. Need your nose to tail with the aircraft in front of you. Do not overtake anybody. Need you half a mile in trail delay. Half a mile is what we're shooting for. No side-by-sides. No overtakes. Remain directly over the railroad tracks. Need you navigating visually until reaching the gravel pit. If you're for runway 27, if not, we'll give you the Fisk Avenue transition just over Fisk. That'll take you over the road for runway 36. Runway 27 and runway 36 in use today.
Cool. Alright, so there's 1800. We're kind of slow down. I gotta pump up the power a little bit. And we are inbound to Ripon. We did not do a lap over the lake, or around the lake, since we were coming from west of the lake instead of basically southeast of the lake. So the spacing should be pretty good. It looks like we're the first in line here, actually. Now that I look at that, yikes. So no pressure. Just hopefully we don't have a blown tire or anything on the runway and cause everyone to have to land someplace else. We'll be fine. We're in a simulator. just Shift F fixes everything. So 1800, about 90 knots. We're a little bit on the slow side here, but we've got a lot of planes slowed behind. So I can actually go a little bit faster because I am, looks like, the first one coming in. Look at that. We are number 1. So no pressure at all. There's Ripon. There are the silos, and coming off the silos will be the train tracks, and that's where we're going to follow all the way to Oshkosh. And
from Ripon, approaching Fisk, welcome to Oshkosh. Directly over the railroad tracks, please. Lights on with your view down. 1,800 feet or 2,300 feet. 90 knots, 135 knots respectively. Need your nose to tail the aircraft in front of you. No overtakes, please. No side-by-sides. Remain directly over the railroad tracks all the way to Fisk. And we'll give you a transition from there. We're using runways 27 and 36 left and right today. Runway 27 begins on the NOTAM page 15. 36 left and right begins on NOTAM 19. It'll either be the railroad track transition or the Fisk Avenue transition. Be ready for both, please. We'll have the assignment as you approach Fisk.
All right, so we're going to be ready for both. The Fisk Avenue transition as well as the railroad tracks, which we just did. So I wouldn't mind trying the Fisk Railroad transition, or sorry, this Fisk Avenue transition, just for some variety. But either way, let's see if we can. Let's see if we tip the scales. Okay. Put that on request. This kind of, obviously you wouldn't do it in the real world, but we tried one. Let's see if we can get the other. So 90 knots, 1,800 feet. There is the train track.
We're approaching Fisk, welcome to Oshkosh. It's a beautiful day here, directly over the railroad tracks, please.
It is
Lights
beautiful
down
day.
with your gear down. 1,800 feet or 2,300
Silo,
feet, 90 knots, 135
silos
knots
and the railroad tracks.
So don't overtake anybody. Need you directly over the
Following
railroad
the
tracks.
railroad
Now,
tracks.
visually, not with your GPS, please. Welcome to Oshkosh.
Not with your GPS, yeah, because we're over the railroad tracks, and that is the railroad tracks right there, and we are not over the railroad tracks. Keep it directly over the railroad tracks at 90. Just the map looks hysterical. How many freaking planes we got coming in. It's so cool. Alright, so we're just cruising down the railroad tracks, 90 knots, 1,800 feet, lights on, gear down, with like 30 planes in tow. If you're watching this, I really hope you get to do this on PilotEdge.
Aircraft inbound from Ripon, approaching Fisk, welcome to Oshkosh. Beautiful day here. The tower says the altimeter is 29902. Need you directly over the railroad tracks, please. With all your lights on, put that gear down if you have one. If you don't have one, we'll make that tower's problem later on. Either 1,800 feet or 2,300 feet, 90 knots, 135 knots respectively. Nose to tail, and do not overtake anybody in front of you. We're shooting for half a mile and trail.
I should say.
As you approach Fisk, we'll give you a transition. It's either going to be the railroad tracks or Fisk Avenue. Runways 27 and 36 left right are in use today. Be ready for both transitions. We'll assign it to you about a mile to a half mile outside of Fisk.
Look at that train. Look at that. So hopefully we'll get the Fisk Avenue, but if not, no big deal. We'll figure out. Well, not figure out. We've already done it. Nothing to figure out, but we'll try to improve on the acceptable landing. All right. I'm nervous being the first one. All right. yeah, so coming in from different airports will definitely be the biggest challenge of this, because the 2 out of the now 3 times that we've tested this have been from the same airport, and that makes it very easy to manage, you know, the spacing and everything. So coming in from different airports, a lot more variety of planes. It's going to be tricky, and you know, the pilots that are on this test are, you know, a bit more on the experienced side, whether it's real world or sim PilotEdge. So we have numerous advantages here for how smoothly this is going, but that's why we're doing this, because we're trying to find where any of the potential gaps are in this and try to make updates to the NOTAM or just in the procedures in general. There's looks like the farm right there. And then ATC is going to be right over there, probably. You can actually see the little hut.
Digital aircraft inbound from Ripon approaching Fisk. Welcome to Oshkosh. It's a beautiful day. The tower says the altimeter is 299 or 2. Needs you visually navigating directly over the railroad tracks with your lights on and your gear down. 1,800 feet or 2,300 feet, we need you on the nose for one of those 2 altitudes, 90 knots or 135 knots respectively. Nose to tail of the aircraft in front of you. No overtakes, please. We're shooting for a half-mile in trail today.
Airspeed is kept good. I've got the settings perfect right now. Like, don't want to touch it. Okay, we've got Fisk. Okay, so the smokestack 3 miles outside of Fisk. Grain farm with small pond. That's where we're about to cross over that right now. And then road splits off from the railroad tracks, half mile from Fisk. Fisk approach controller. So we would be going down Fisk Avenue right there. I don't think we're going to get it.
Got a red and white Cherokee approaching Fisk. Rocker wings, Cherokee.
Rocker wings, shoot.
Good rock, Cherokee, thanks, I see it. To continue all the way along the railroad tracks, you're to be runway 27 today, 1,800 feet, 90 knots, directly over the railroad tracks until you reach the gravel pit. At that pit, you'll make a right turn and join the right down for runway 27. Tower will pick you up there. Monitor tower now on 18.5. Enjoy the show.
18.5, okay, 118.5. All right, so we're doing we're doing 27 again, which is totally fine because it is. I prefer this one, but it would have been fun to try the other one. That's okay. So we're following the railroad tracks all the way to the gravel pit, which is right there. And now that I think about it, I think the ATC was loaded up at 5,000 feet just for radio reception. Okay, so we're following the tracks now. Everything looks beautiful, and we'll just wait for Tower to pick us up. And we're actually parking this time, so we're going to find a parking spot. First one's into Oshkosh.
All aircraft arriving Oshkosh, welcome to the show on railroad transition. Runway 27 in use today. Keep over the railroad tracks 1,800 till reaching the gravel pit. That plane join your right down departure runway 27. We'll call you out. Give your assignments. Landing 27, orange dot, green dot.
Orange dot.
2992.
Orange dot, a green dot. All right.
Welcome to the show.
I love welcome to the show. I love how they do that. Like, just sounds exactly like it. Welcome to Oshkosh. Red White Piper, rock your wings. Good rock, Piper. Good rock. It's just the cool. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god.
All aircraft over the railroad tracks arriving Oshkosh. Welcome to the show. Keep over the railroad tracks till reaching the gravel pit. At that point, make your right downwind.
There's the gravel pit. So let's
Keep
come off
your
of
base turn inside. the shoreline at all costs if you can. We'll let you know if we need you to extend that downwind.
All right, so
After landing,
inside the
exit right
shoreline.
into the soft surface as quick as you can. Find your flagman. Follow the flagman all the way into your parking area. Folks, show altimeters 29902 and wind calm today. Beautiful day at Oshkosh.
It is a beautiful day. Okay, let's get mixture full rich. Props coming forward. This little arrow doesn't have quite the power on the go, so we will prepare for a go around, which is not going to happen because we're going to butter this. If you've been to Oshkosh, how does the scenery look? You got a Chili's, you got a Holiday Inn, you got
welcome
a
Oshkosh. Welcome to
metric
Oshkosh.
crap ton of airplanes on the ground.
Wind calm. All aircraft landing runway 27 on the railroad tracks. Stay over the railroad tracks. 1,890 knots. I need your lights on, gear down, and ready to go. Keep that downwind inside the gravel pit at all times. Right base turn inside the shoreline, and we'll be looking for you and give you your landing instruction. Keep in mind we are landing on the numbers. Orange dot, green dot. Exiting right onto the soft surface. Keep your speed up. Follow the flagman into the parking area and enjoy the show. Looks like I've got a Cherokee midfield on the downwind. Rock your wings for me. Good afternoon. Cherokee on the downwind, midfield. Rock your wings for me. There it is. I see you now. Thanks for that. Right base runway. 27 now. You'll be landing on
Traffic,
the
5
orange
o'clock,
dot. Welcome
2
to
miles,
Oshkosh.
300 feet
orange
above.
dot. All right, 3 green. Props full forward, mixture full
All
rich.
aircraft landing runway 27, exit
coming down. I'm just
right
gonna
off
get-
the
I'm just
runway
gonna,
into the grass. Exit as
speed
quickly
checks. I'm
as
gonna
we
dump all
can,
the
making room
flaps
for the
to
next
get ready to
person
go
in
here.
line. Follow the flagman into your designated parking areas. Welcome to Oshkosh. Altimeter 29902. Winds are calm,
Orange
beautiful.
dot. Again, the Just Flight arrow does not like landing without power, but
Beautiful job, Cherokee. Keep that speed up for me all the way to the orange dot. Again, exiting right off the runway.
Traffic, 2 o'clock, 2 miles, 700 feet above.
speed looks good.
Outstanding. Nice job.
Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Dump the power.
Best landing today. Got a red and white Cherokee approaching midfield. About over the gravel
Best
pit
landing
now. Rock
today.
your wings for me,
Oh my
please.
god, this is amazing. Alright, obviously we probably wouldn't exit that quickly, but
Red and white Cherokee, beautiful job. People landing on the green dot today. Green dot, cleared to land.
alright, now it's
White Cessna coming
now
up
it's
over
all the way to
gravel pit.
parking.
Stay inside that gravel pit, right downwind for me. Landing runway 27.
I'll actually keep the back
Rock your wings
pressure
for me.
this time on the grass.
Nice rock, I see you there. Runway 27, right on the numbers. You're cleared to land. Thanks, Cessna.
Alright, so we're gonna go all the way around and we're gonna
Welcome
park.
to Oshkosh, everybody. Altimeter
the other side. So
29902, wind calm,
we should
beautiful
get a
day
fun
today.
show
Landing runway
listening to
27. You'll be exiting on the right side
listening
into
to all
the
this.
soft surfaces. Find your flagman. Follow the flagman into your designated parking area. Welcome to the show.
We're taxiing a little bit briskly, but it's a long taxi. Let's see anybody landing. This is too cool, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna just keep on keeping on. Keep on
Nice
trucking.
job, guys. That's looking really good.
Keep on knocking over taxi lighting.
All aircraft coming in over the railroad tracks, 1,800 feet, 90 knots on the speed, no overtaking. Keep that downwind turn inside the gravel pit. Keep that
Well, at least we're
downwind
gonna
inside the
get
gravel pit. Your
our
right
pick
base
of
turn will be
parking.
inside the shoreline. We'll
So
let
that'll
you know
be
if we
nice.
need you to extend that downwind leg, and we'll call you out and get you onto your designated landing area. Landing on the numbers, the orange dot or green dot, just listen up for it. We'll call you out as you approach downwind. Welcome to Oshkosh.
Welcome to Oshkosh.
Nice job, guys. Exit right on the runway, soft surface. Follow the flagman in designated parking area. Welcome to Oshkosh, guys. Enjoy the show.
It's so cool. That's so cool.
All right, looks like I have an
These controllers
orange
are just the best. Obviously, the more you fly on
pilot.
PilotEdge, the more you get to know the voices and you know.
That's a good rock orange Cessna. Thanks.
Actually become pretty good friends with some of them.
Right base turn at your discretion on the green
but
dot, clear to land. Welcome to
it
Oshkosh.
doesn't change the fact that they're just so good. they're really, really good. Well, that was a big old bump.
All aircraft arriving at Oshkosh over the railroad tracks. Stay over those tracks all the way to the gravel pit.
You know,
and
like Marcus
right
is
downwind
just
turn there.
sounds
1,800
like
feet and 90 knots until you join that
like
downwind
he's
midfield.
straight from
your,
Wisconsin.
descent. And we'll call you out at
just
that point. Give you
does
landing
this every
instructions.
year. He's on his
Exit
8th
the
year at
runway on the right side
Oshkosh
into
or
the grass.
something.
Follow the flagman into your designated parking
That's
area.
awesome.
Welcome to Oshkosh,
This
guys.
is
Enjoy
the
the
kind
show.
of experiences that you can really only get from a service like PilotEdge with a flight simulator. You know, we're all pretty confined to our homes right now. Big events are being shut down, and you know the
oh, that's beautiful, nice rock. I see you there on the green.
you know, flight simulators now are so good, and this is really giving them an opportunity to shine and hopefully stick around once the world opens back up, because this type of stuff, not only is it just fun in its own right, because it's just fun to do whether the world is shut down or not. But then you start looking at the proficiency that this adds. You know, going into Oshkosh is, you know, I imagine a very stressful thing to have to prepare for. So doing it a couple times in the simulator, honestly, with or without the air traffic control, is probably a really great way to, you know, just get familiar with. Actually, I'm going to go up here. That looks like a better spot up there. You know, it's a great way to get familiar with the airspace, the layout of the airport, and actually be able to, you know, taxi around your airplane or an airplane similar. Sorry, cone. They were cones.
On landing, exit right into the grass. Follow flagman into your designated parking areas. Nice job, guys. Looking really good.
Due
Keep
to the
up.
lack of ability to
aircraft on over the railroad
back
track.
the plane up.
Keep that speed 90 knots, 1,800 feet till entering that right
you know,
downwind.
you're
Right,
able
join that right downwind
to
at
taxi
the
with your
gravel pit.
With your
Stay over the railroad
airplane
tracks till you reach the gravel pit. That's where you want to join that right downwind departure.
Oshkosh,
right downwind,
you know, and
leg,
actually
keep your
see
base
what
turn
it
inside
looks
the
like.
shoreline all
You know,
time.
with
At
planes,
that point, we'll call,
excuse me, with
downwind,
planes
we'll call out,
taxiing
aircraft
and
with
going
your
to,
landing
you
instruction as
know,
we see ya.
parking. Like, look at this. This is
Once you land, exit right into the grassy area. Follow
this is
flagman
awesome. Let's
designated
go.
parking
Let's go
area.
zoom over
Right now we've
to.
got looks like a red and white Cessna approaching midfield. Rock the wings for me. Ah, that's awesome. Continue then. You're going to be
That's
on the
awesome.
orange dot cleared to land.
All right, so this guy's landing at the orange dot. Let's check out. So there he is, right there. He's gonna have to make this a short one.
All aircraft joining over the railroad tracks. Welcome to Oshkosh. Beautiful day. Altimeter's 29902. Winds calm. Stay over those railroad tracks till you reach the gravel pit. Gravel pit, join right downwind leg. Keep that base turn inside.
Let's see if we can
of the shoreline. We'll call you out as you approach midfield. And right now, looks like I have an orange Cessna over the gravel pit. Rock your wings for me.
Let's see if we know who this is. Oh yeah.
Orange Cessna over the gravel pit.
All right, Kevin, you got this, man. You can do this, Kevin.
There you are. I see you now. Thanks on the orange Cessna. Go ahead and start your descent now.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's going to have to slip it in.
Orange dot, cleared to land.
You're going to have to dump it in, man. Your orange dot, right? Where's he going?
Nice work, guys. Looking really good. All aircraft arriving over the railroad track.
Is he going around?
1,800 feet, 90 knots.
Oh, he's going around.
90 knots until we start that downwind leg. Stay over the railroad tracks until you reach the gravel pit. All right, looks like we have a Cessna going around. The Cessna going around, make that right crosswind turn now. Right crosswind turn right now. Rock your wings.
Of course, the one that we go look at.
There you go. I see it. No need to rock your wings. You're good to go. Continue joining that right downwind, and we're going to have you continue on that downwind leg. I'll call your base for you. I've got two aircraft that are going to be coming in right behind you.
Whoa.
I've got a Cessna over the rock pile. Rock your wings for me.
So that guy should rock.
I see a good rock.
Yep.
And that Cessna, continue on your downwind leg. I'll call your base. You can expect the number. Orange Cessna, that's right at midfield right now, that went around. I need you, if you could, start your right base turn now, and you're going to be landing on the green dot. Go ahead, start your descent.
Green dot,
right
okay.
base,
So we're going to be just on the outside of this
clear
guy.
to land.
So he's
on
gonna,
landing on the runway, right turn into the drop
short
area.
approach him.
And let's exit that runway, make room for the next guy. Looks like I have a Cherokee midfield with about downwind now. Rock your wings for me.
Okay, he's coming in.
Cherokee, I see a good rock. Thanks. You're going to be on the numbers. Numbers, runway 27, cleared to land. Orange Cessna on the numbers now. I need you to exit that runway on the right side. Follow the flagman into your designated parking area. Welcome to Oshkosh. Enjoy the show.
Ooh, that was a short landing there. I didn't even see that guy.
And that Cherokee, go ahead. You're going to be following.
Okay, so here's our go around guy.
Just off your right side. Right base turning final. You can make your base turn whenever you're ready. And on that base turn on the numbers, runway 27, cleared to land. Welcome to Oshkosh, guys. Exiting right on the right.
It's a little jumpy.
Follow the flagman into your designated parking areas. Welcome to Oshkosh.
Streaming the NASA launch. Okay.
All aircraft arriving on Oshkosh over the railroad track. Stay 1,000.
All right, that was a little
feet until reaching the gravel pit. The gravel pit, you can start your downwind leg, and we'll call you out at that point with your landing instructions.
Awesome.
On landing, we're going to need you to make that right turn into the grass.
All right, let's
follow
get
the flagman into your designated parking area. Altimeter today, 299.2, wind calm, beautiful day.
We're going to have to debrief on here, so I'm going to leave the plane running. But thank you guys so much for watching.
Really good, guys.
This was incredibly fun. I hope it was exciting for you to watch, and I hope you're excited to join us if you are watching this before the event, if you're watching this after. Sorry you missed it. We'll probably have to do this again. I'm assuming it was very successful. It looks like everyone's parked down there. We might have to join them.
Guys on landing, exit right turn into flagman into your designated parking area.
Not that difficult. There's a lot of material, 31-page NOTAM, potentially. It might be more, might be less, but that's at least what we were working off of. And, it's really not that difficult. So as hopefully as much of this was to build excitement as it was, not really a tutorial, but just a view into what it looks and sounds like, how hard, how easy it might be to do this. It's really not that bad. If you've flown on PilotEdge before and gone through the CAT ratings, you're perfectly capable of doing this. There's nothing out of the ordinary. There's no radio communication. You just have to have some situational awareness. Understand that you're going to be limited in terms of what you can actually see. In terms of traffic, but other than that, keep your altitude, keep your airspeed, keep an eye on your visual references, and you'll be good to go. Extremely well done by PilotEdge for putting together this test run. And again, hopefully if you're seeing this before the event, please join us. This is so much fun. All the links in the description will send you to not only my stuff, but also PilotEdge website to sign up if you haven't signed up already. If you're brand new to aviation, this might be a little bit tough to just jump into. If you've been flying in the real world and are looking for something fun to do to replace going to Oshkosh this year, join us. It's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. See ya!